In the beginning of this story, we are shown a man named Nicholas who goes to his sister's bar. Today is Nicholas's wedding anniversary. It has been 5 years since the marriage, but he is not happy with it. That is why he tells his sister that maybe he will get a divorce soon. And one habit of his wife is very strange. On every anniversary, she plays a game with him in which she hides the gifts, and through some clues, he has to find them. After this, when he comes home, he sees that his wife is not there. The table in front is broken and glass is scattered. Seeing this feels strange, which is why he calls the local detective. When she searches the whole house, she starts suspecting Nicholas himself, that surely he has a hand in his wife's disappearance. Some signs are found which make it clear that Nicholas and his wife did not get along. On the other side, Nicholas is a writing teacher in a school, while his wife, Amy, was a well-known and quite famous writer. Because the detective suspected Nicholas, she takes him to the police station, where she asks him many questions. He does not answer them properly, but since there was no solid evidence against him, the detective has to let him go. Then the news spreads everywhere that Nicholas's wife, Amy, suddenly went missing. And because Nicholas himself was not showing interest in this case, everyone, even his sister, starts suspecting him, thinking that due to greed for money, he made Amy disappear. When Nicholas comes home, he goes into his old memories of Amy. It is shown that his wife had become famous and quite rich too. When the country's financial condition worsened, both of them lost their jobs. After this, Nicholas's mother's health declined, so he decided to leave the city and stay with her. Amy was not happy with this decision and did not want to go, but still she went with him. After a few days, his mother died. Even then, Nicholas stayed there and did not return to his house. Now, it had become such that he didn't even feel like working. That is why he opened a bar for himself where he spent time with his sister. He had become lazy, not serious about work, and his relationship with Amy also started worsening. They fought a lot. He even used to beat her, after which Nicholas lost his job as a writing teacher. Later, he meets a girl there, and very soon a relationship begins between them. The story then returns to the present. Here the detective finds some marks in Nicholas's house, which make her suspicions stronger. The detective learns from the neighbors that Amy never felt safe with Nicholas, and that is why she had also bought a gun. When they check the washroom, they find Amy's samples there, and the report reveals that Amy was going to have a child. But when Nicholas is told this, he clearly denies it. He says, "It cannot be my child, because between us, such a relation was not possible." The detective suspects him even more and withholds further information. Then a woman from the neighborhood, who was also going to have a child, comes forward. She says, "I was a very good friend of Amy. She always wanted to have a child, but Nicholas did not. He never had such a relation with Amy." Hearing this, Nicholas himself suspects the woman because he was sure Amy would never share such things with neighbors, nor did she like making such friends. But still, no evidence came forward. Then Amy's diary is found in which she had written that her life was in danger from Nicholas. Seeing this, her colleagues say they have another proof against him, so now they should arrest Nicholas. But they still cannot because there is no strong evidence that Nicholas killed his wife. After this, we see a woman driving a car, and that is none other than Amy, who had completely changed her appearance. That day, she had gone to the bar to meet Nicholas, where she saw him standing very close with his student, with whom she had a relationship. Seeing this, she broke down and felt very sad. When Nicholas had no money and no job, Amy had opened a bar for him, and now when he was cheating on her, she could not tolerate it. That is why she decided to take revenge on Nicholas. She spent money from his credit card unnecessarily so that everyone would think Nicholas wasted money. Besides this, she made Nicholas sign insurance papers and increase the amount so that everyone would believe Nicholas killed his wife out of greed for money. She also befriended the neighbor woman who was going to have a child and told her that her relationship with Nicholas was not good, and they always fought. She did this to gain sympathy. Apart from this, she deliberately left her samples in the washroom so that the police would think Amy was pregnant and Nicholas killed her, because punishment for killing a pregnant woman is the strictest. She even poured her blood on the floor and cleaned it, so the police would find Nicholas's marks. On anniversary day, she used to play a game with Nicholas, in which, using clues, he had to find the gift. But this time she played the game not for Nicholas, but for the detective. When Nicholas goes to his sister's garage, he is shocked to see that someone had bought a lot of things and stored them there, because all the shopping had been done with his card.
When the detective checks, she finds not only useless shopping, but also the weapon with Amy's blood. Seeing this, his sister becomes scared, because now she could also get trapped in this case. Nicholas, however, leaves everything there and goes away. The detective, who was always following him, comes with her colleagues and finds the murder weapon. After this, both Nicholas and his sister are arrested. Later, Nicholas meets a good lawyer who explains everything. Nicholas also admits that he never felt complete with Amy. Amy had once accused him of misbehaving with her, forcing her, and even got him arrested. After talking with the lawyer, Nicholas realizes Amy is taking revenge on him. She had done the same with her friend before, and now with him. Meanwhile, Amy goes to another rich friend who still loves her. Living in the small town with her neighbors, once Amy accidentally drops money, and they see she has so much cash. That night, they come to her house and steal it all. Now without money, Amy becomes sad. In this situation, she calls her rich friend, who still loves her, and asks him to meet. When he comes, she tells him that Nicholas always used to beat her, torture her, and that her life was in danger, which is why she left him and did not want to go back. Hearing this, Desi takes her to his house and says she can stay there safely. Meanwhile, in town, everyone believes Amy is alive, so they hold a candle march with her photo, praying for her return. In front of everyone, Nicholas emotionally says, "I love you a lot. The door of my house and my heart are always open for you, so please come back." His student is also in the crowd, and when she hears this, she becomes angry. That is why she tells the media that she and Nicholas had a relationship that is now broken. Hearing this, everyone starts hating Nicholas even more, convinced that he either made his wife disappear or killed her. The lawyer then tells Nicholas that all the evidence is against him and his reputation is ruined. He advises him to go on a famous TV interview show and say that he really loves his wife and accept his mistakes. If Amy is truly conspiring against him, she will surely be watching. Maybe after hearing his words, she will come back. Nicholas does exactly that, going on the show and declaring that he loves Amy very much and wants her to return soon. Amy watches the interview with her rich friend. When she sees Nicholas, she notices he is wearing the same tie she once gifted him. She listens carefully to his words, and her friend notices this too. Finally, Amy decides to return home. But her friend forbids her, wanting Amy to stay with him forever. Amy's mind starts changing. She becomes angry at him because he is not letting her go. When her friend leaves, she makes injury marks on her body. At night, when he returns, she brings him to the bedroom and brutally kills him. After that, she leaves, takes his car, and goes back home. The media is already outside. Everyone sees Amy is alive. Covered in blood, Amy meets Nicholas in front of everyone and hugs him. Nicholas realizes how cunning she is and suspects this is another plan of hers. Amy is then taken to the hospital, where she tells the detective that in childhood, her rich friend was a good friend, she always wrote her letters, and one time on anniversary day, he came to her house, attacked her, made her unconscious, and took her to his house. He claims he did everything he wanted. She tells them to check his CCTV cameras for proof. She acts like she was forcibly kept and tortured. She says, "You once put my poor husband Nicholas in jail." Later, Nicholas brings her home and says, "Stop all this drama. I know you are perfectly fine, and you killed your rich friend." Amy first checks that Nicholas is not recording her, then admits the truth. But it doesn't matter, because everyone is on her side. Amy tells him that when she saw his interview, she realized he was the best for her, and that is why she returned. Nicholas tells all this to his lawyer, but the lawyer says there is no proof against her. She killed her friend in self-defense, so even if it is revealed, she cannot be arrested. At night, when Nicholas is at home, Amy takes him along, shows him the college, and he realizes he is trapped. The next morning, before a reporter comes for an interview, Amy explains to him that he must accept everything she planned, that all the shopping was done by him, and that he had hit her before, but now everything is fine. Nicholas refuses, saying he doesn't want to live with her and wants a divorce. Then Amy says she is going to be the mother of his child, so he cannot leave. Hearing this, Nicholas is shocked and angry, saying it is impossible, because there was no such relation between them. Amy replies, "But I already planned this, and I did make that relation, and now I am the mother of your child." Hearing this, Nicholas loses control, furious that she could stoop so low. Amy says, "You will have to live with me, because the whole world believes you are a murderer. And when your child is born, I will fill his heart with hatred for you." Now Nicholas is completely trapped because he knows the child is really Amy's. Finally, helplessly, he decides to live with her. After this, their interview takes place, and they both announce that soon they are going to have a child. Nicholas had now compromised with the situation.